would be the starting page, or the page which is loaded when you enter www and then the address. So. And you click where to plant, and you can see I have clicked I want to plant here, and I have said that it's good soil, and I do not have problem with frost, wind, or water. And if we then focus on the entrance of species to get species recommendations, then you click here. We are back on the page from before. You click here, and then you are asked, what do you want to plant? Do you want to plant forest? Do you want to plant shelter belt or landscape planting? Do you want to plant in urban areas? Or is it Christmas trees you want to plant? And then you select, and I selected forest. And then you get this long list of species where you can see this is the one in A, in B, in C, in D, and so forth. Then you can go and put in some specifications. You can click here, and you can say, okay, do I want to plant shrubs? Do I want to plant broadleaves? Do I want to plant conifers? Also, I could say I would only want to plant species which are native, or I only want to plant species which occur naturally in the zone where I want to plant. Then there is the pop-up information, because probably you have realized these small flags in these letters as well. If you put the cursor to the flag, you can see that it says that the species is native. And if you put the cursor to the net, it will tell you that the species is naturally occurring in the zone where you want to plant. Then there is this dot, and there you can just get very briefly what is the preference of the species. Then you can also click on the green arrow, and you can get a description of the species. Then if you click here, you can see you get the list of seed source recommendations. And then you can click here, and you can see where can I buy that specific seed source. If we then focus on the seed sources, again, you need to go and select locality. You need to go and tell the facts about locality. And then we take this one, which is the seed source recommendations. And again, you are told what to plant, the planting purpose, and also the species, which species is it you want to plant. And you can see here, if you select forestry, you get a long list of species, while the list will differ if you select a landscape. You will also get all the shrubs here. And you go and you select, and you get the ranking. And then you can click, if you are here, you can click on this, the green arrow, and you can get a description of the seed source. If we focus on subsidy, again start here, and then we select the third arrow, and you are asked, what is it? Is it subsidy for forestry? Is it subsidy for landscape plantings or whatever? But these are subsidies in Denmark. And if you click on that, you will only get the list of species which you can get subsidy for within the subsidy you have selected. And again, availability of the seed sources, you are asked again to select where to plant, and then you click here. And then you can say, okay, it's forestry, and you can go and you can find a long list of nurseries, and you can just select one of them. Depends on what species. For the forestry species, 95% from seed orchards. Yeah. No, you can't. You can be guided to the homepage of the nursery. Okay. But you cannot put your order here.
It's never linked to the available seedlings.
No, not in that sense. But it has turned out that people they really go and ask for the A category species or prominences, And that has put some in a situation where they have problems selling their seats because they are not requested anymore. The funding for basically making the system, you can say, to make the portal, it was funded by us. It was funded by, at that time, the Forest and Nature Agency. We funded that because we thought, now we have made these leaflets and we have made this book about recommendations. Now it's time for a web portal to get this information available. And then now it's the updates and the things that the university do. We have small funding which we give them, and then they supply with money by themselves. It was not that expensive. It was less than expensive everything is, but approximately less than 100,000, less than that. In two ways. If they are good at using computers, they can get a password and they can upload the information by themselves. And most nurseries does that. A few ones are not that skilled or do not have these computer skills, and we do the uploading then. But we see that many wants to do that because of course they feel there it's a potential that people come and buy plants. So that has not been the problem.